Not all Class Bs are created equal. We are truly constructing our vans in a different way than everybody else out there. Quite frankly, we're putting emphases in areas of the coach that other people just aren't putting emphasis on. And it's all about the materials that we're choosing to use in our vans. When we get a naked van chassis into our plant, the very first thing that's going into our van is this product called Cozy Wrap. And we slap this Cozy Wrap on the inside of our walls and our ceiling all over the van. And that's going to do a couple of things. It's going to add some R-value extra insulation, but the main purpose of this Cozy Wrap is to reflect heat back out. So we're already starting with a great level of insulation there, because with vans, the number one issue is allowing heat to get in. You're always going to be fighting windows. So whatever we can do to protect heat from getting inside the van, we want to do that. So we start with that level of Cozy Wrap, and then we take insulation called rock wool. It's a real thick steel and rock based insulation. It's got an R15 value, and we slap that on top of the Cozy Wrap. So now we've hit you with a double layer of insulation. Every other van manufacturer out there is using the pink fiberglass insulation that you find in homes. It's got about an R7 value, but the issue with that pink stuff is van walls tend to get condensation in them. The pink fiberglass insulation does not react well to water. So over years, it really breaks down. So our insulation material, it's already double to triple the amount of insulation, but it doesn't react to water in any which way. So whether you're trying to keep the heat out or you're trying to keep it cool or hot inside wherever you're camping, it's going to do a better job of keeping the temperature that you'd like. So the next step we do is we cover our wheel wells in a material called hush mat. The number one point of noise coming into your van is going to be through your rear wheel wells. So this hush mat takes away 99% of road noise. That's another product that nobody else is doing out there. Even our wall vinyl right here, this is a marine grade wall vinyl with a 3/8" foam backer behind it. All about reducing noise and adding more insulation. Now this wall vinyl, it's not going to crack, it's not going to absorb smells, but most importantly, it's not going to rattle and make noises. The other vans that you'll see out there are going to have plastic molded parts that are going to rattle, or some brands will use like a felt material. That felt material is actually going to absorb a lot of smells, and it's hard to keep clean. So we're truly trying to use materials that are a little bit different than everybody else's. When we look at the exterior of the van, so I'm talking on a Ford all-wheel drive Transit chassis right now. This is their extended version, high roof. This is the tallest chassis of the three between a Ram, a Mercedes, and the Ford. The Fords are the tallest. You get dually rear wheels in the back, which is great for road stability. Fords come with a spare tire, which is pretty awesome. The Dodges don't come with a spare tire, the Fords do. But the all-wheel drive has just been a home run with customers. And it sits right in that middle lengthwise. You're a couple feet longer than a Dodge, but you're a couple feet longer than the extended Mercedes, or a couple feet shorter than the Mercedes. All the units are going to come with a Carefree wind sensor armless awning. So when a customer's camping, if they leave their awning out and wind picks up, they don't have to worry about coming back to a van and their awning's ripped off. Once that wind picks up, it's going to go in automatically. On top of the van, we have our brand new Truma Aventa air conditioner. I've been in this business 17 years, guys. This is the best RV air conditioner I've ever seen. It's extremely efficient. It's got a night mode that goes ultra quiet at night. It turns off the external and internal fans. And it's got a built-in dehumidifier. So anyone that's camping in a humid climate, this thing's amazing. It's going to keep your inside nice and cool and not so sticky. So this coach has a generator on board. So our coaches come one of two ways: a generator and an AGM battery, or a full lithium system, which then would replace the generator. You get a second underhood alternator to quick charge that lithium battery. But for this purposes, because everything on this lot is generator, that's what we'll focus on. The gas models, Dodge and Ford, have the Onan 2800 Quiet Gen and a 330 amp hour AGM battery. If you ever get a customer that wants to replace this AGM with a lithium battery, that's easily doable. We don't do it at the factory, but it's easy for your service department to do. And the advantage of that is when you have an AGM battery, while this is 330 amp hours, only a little over half of that is actually usable. When you go to a lithium battery, almost all of that becomes usable energy. So while they're expensive, you're going to get more usable energy and they last a little bit longer. Ford products do not come with a roof rack or ladder or a bike rack anymore. We were offering bike racks. Too many customers were overloading the weight with electric bikes and started damaging the doors, so we said no more bike racks on the Ford. So all units are going to come with a quick connect for an LP tank, so if you got a gas grill or something you want to hook up, that's going to be your spot to do it. All of our vans come with storage for your sewer hose. While we do not provide the sewer hose, all the vans come with the storage center for those. This plug we went to last year called a smart plug, and this was originally developed for the marine industry. I'm sure everybody's familiar with the typical RV plugs that you got to tighten up. This plug, it's shaped different. It locks into place real nice, so you know when it's clamped in. You got about 20 times more overall connectivity when this is plugged in versus a traditional RV plug. And because you're connected so good, it actually lessens the amount of heat that is being absorbed into this area. We've got some pretty cool charts I'll show you guys that do some infrared testing of an RV plug versus a smart plug. And this is as cool as can be while plugged in versus seeing a lot of heat radiating versus a typical RV plug. All the units are going to come with an exterior spray port along with external solar, portable solar panel port. So all of our vans come with solar panels standard. The amount of solar is dependent on the chassis. So the Mercedes is our biggest chassis. We can get 3 solar panels up there, so you get 330 watts. The Ford comes with one 195 watt panel, and then the Nova is going to come with two 110 watt panels. So the exterior port is if a customer wanted to bring a portable solar panel, maybe they're parked in the shade, but they want some more solar coming in. They're going to, plug in that suitcase solar panel, go put it out into the sun, and they're helping to get their batteries up. Regarding solar, one of the biggest misnomers on solar I get from customers is, do you have enough solar to run X, Y, and Z in my coach? That's not really the purpose of solar. Solar's meant to help offset your battery usage for your low items like your lights, your refrigerators, things of that nature. You're not going to run anything solely off of solar, but solar panels help re-energize that battery for your low draw items. Fords come with the Ford OEM wheels. Fords now have all the upgraded safety features, adaptive cruise control, active lane keeping assist. With the 22 chassis, it was the first year Ford went to the drop-down bird's eye view 360 camera on a dually chassis. So that's available on these now too. So when I talk about the inside of our coaches, the one main feature that really separates us, guys, is our cabinetry. We're the only van manufacturer doing 100% real hardwood. Even our drawers are English dovetail construction. We got a real nice local Amish cabinet shop making all of our cabinets. This is the one thing that customers constantly bring up is our cabinets, because the vast majority of vans out there are doing more of like a Euro shiny look. And we went our own direction here, and it's something that sets us apart, but our cabinets are just a better quality. All of our units are going to come with a spice rack, paper towel holder, plate dryer, which is built into our sink cover. Induction cooktops are going to be standard on our units. We do offer 2-burner LP cooktops as an option, so if you get somebody that does want an LP cooktop. Induction started to get really popular in vans just because they don't put off an open flame. These are pretty small spaces, and also open flames are going to add a ton of heat to the van. So that's the nice thing about induction is they don't put off any additional heat. Trash can holders in every van. Believe it or not, that's a big selling point. There's not a lot of space in vans, but we found a spot to get a trash can in every one of our vans. So that's pretty nice. Our heater and our hot water heater is a product by Truma. It's called a Truma Combi Eco Plus. Same company that makes our new air conditioner. The Truma Combi, it's a European company where camper vans run rampant, so they made a small, efficient product that will fit in vans, and it runs off of, it's going to be your hot water heater or your furnace, and it's going to run off of LP, or it can run off of electric, or you can actually do a combination of both. Some customers don't want any LP on the van at all for whatever reason. In that case, they don't have to, they could leave their LP tank completely empty or have it removed, and it's not going to affect any usage in the coast. You can still run your furnace and hot water heater off of electric. One of the other nice things about Coachmen vans is we are the closest van that a customer is going to find to all-season camping. And the reason for that is our freshwater tanks are inside the van. Our black water tanks are also inside the van. The only tank left outside is your gray tank, and that's going to have a 12-volt heat pad on it. The vast majority of everyone else is going to have their freshwater tanks underneath the van outside. So I know you guys, it's not going to bother your customers down here, but we get a lot of cold weather campers too. All of our showers are going to be a 100% fiberglass shower surround. So we're not doing any ABS plastic. We've got this product called a shower miser in here as well. And what the shower miser does, it's a water circulator. So you don't have a ton of fresh water on vans. So you want to conserve that as best you can. So with the shower miser, traditional RV camping, you turn on your hot water and it's running and running and wasting water, and then before you know, you've wasted half your tank before you get hot water. Well, this actually internally circulates the water until it gets hot. Then you open a valve, so you start with hot water, so you haven't wasted anything to start with. So it's all about water conservation there. We also have this oxygenic shower head. That is going to be a high pressure shower head, but it uses the least amount of water possible to reach that high pressure. So once again, you're not using a ton of water. Our refrigerators are all going to be 12-volt refrigerators. These are all NovaCool refrigerators. And the nice thing about these refrigerators is they're compressor driven. The biggest user of these refrigerators is actually the Canadian Coast Guard. And the only reason that's relevant is meaning they're deemed good enough to be on boats in uneven water. A lot of RV refrigerators, if they're not parked completely flat, aren't going to work properly. So with these, you can park them on a little bit of an angle or an incline, and you don't have to worry about the use of them failing. All of our units are going to come with a remote-controlled Fantastic fan. In the Nova and Beyond product, you get a standard microwave. In the Galleria product, you get a convection microwave. If we could find a convection microwave that would fit into this cabinet in the Ford and Dodge, we would probably offer that. We just haven't found one because they're slightly different sizes. The model that I'm in now is our 22C Beyond. This has a motorized sofa in the back. So any of our products where you go in where there's a sofa in the back, it's all going to be push button. You hit a button, that sofa goes down into a bed. We use a material in our seating called Q foam. So it's a little bit more robust foam. A lot of times people will bring some extra foam mattresses with them. So we found a foam that's kind of a nice happy medium to where it's comfortable enough to where a customer may not have to bring a mattress pad with them, if they don't want to. All of our window shades are going to have night shades as well. These Ford OEM windows are awesome because they slide open, so you get plenty of breeze in there. All of our captain's chairs are going to swivel around in all of our units. You're always going to have a table, a removable table up front, so if customers want to swivel their chairs around, they'll be able to do that. And if you're looking for the selection of the best Class Bs in the market, why don't you come see the guys at Wade's RV.